Should you start an HVAC business in 2026? This business is hot. It can be cold, but it's vital to most Americans. Today I'm breaking down the truth about starting or buying an HVAC company in 2026. And we'll cover how much it really costs, how much you can make, why it might be one of the best trades to own, and it's one of the trades I own. So let's get into it. There are over 120 million households in the United States, and although not every single one of them has heating and cooling, most do. ACs fail in the summer, furnaces and heat pumps fail in the winter, and when they do, homeowners must call someone. 110 degrees doesn't care about the recession. -3 degrees doesn't care about the interest rates. When the system stops, the phone rings. And I don't know about your personal hierarchy, but heating and cooling is somewhere for me right behind food. I'm paying for heating and cooling fixes, new HVAC, before I'm paying my pest control, before I'm paying my landscaping, before I'm paying for new clothes. This is one of my top hierarchical things that I would focus on. This industry is essential. It's service-based, it's route-friendly, and most importantly, it's hard to staff and scale. Why is that good for you? Because it means if you're willing to figure it out, you can get high margins, sticky customers, and there's plenty of work to go around, even in the big markets where there's lots of big players. So let's talk about getting into it. There's really two paths, of course. There's the build from scratch, start from scratch, or you can buy a company that already has a customer base, it already has technicians, it already has the systems in place that are going to help you cash flow day one.
Probably one of the most important decisions you can make in your ETA journey is which SBA lender you are going to pick. A lender who will be in your corner to get you closed on the deal, as well as set you up for future expansion. That is why we partnered with Alan Peterson from First Internet Bank. He and his team take a how can we approach, as well as I personally know they specialize in home service acquisitions. Mention the show or my handsome bald head and receive a reduced good faith deposit, as well as a detailed deal review and maybe even a buy-side pre-qualification. No strings attached. Head on over to alanfib.com, that's alanfib.com, or click the link below to get connected.
So starting from scratch, you can expect to spend about $150,000 just to open the doors. That's licensing, that's trucks and tools and inventory. About 10 to 20 grand when you're all said and done, because if you do it right, like you're supposed to, you're talking about recovery machines, you're talking about vacuum pumps, you're talking all the series of tools that you'll need to even get there, gauges, and you're talking about refrigerant. There's a lot of stuff that you need to be an effective tech day one. And one service van that's well stocked with all of the parts, the capacitors, the pumps, the contactors, your motors, everything you need, you're talking about $60K easy. Yes, you could work out of a truck to start if you really wanted to cut it thin, but the general consensus to do it right in a growth mode is going to be around 60 to 80K. And then that's not even including your permits and insurance and software and marketing and somebody to answer the phones when people call. You're talking another 20 to 50K a year, and then all the mistakes you're going to make. Or you could buy an existing shop. They're maybe about $400,000 to $800,000 in total purchase price, and that's going to buy you $1 to $2 million in top line revenue first year. And this is always suggested because with the 7A loan that you could leverage, you're looking at between 5 and 10%. So that's anywhere between $20,000 to $80,000. So a reasonable amount that you could potentially save up in a W-2 and then turn into a $2 million top line revenue company pretty quickly. You get to shortcut years of pain, you get customers day one, you get cash flow day one. Let me be real though, this is what I did, and this work is not easy. You're gonna have to deal with highly technical work. So if you don't know anything about technical labor, it's probably not right for you, but if you have a technical aptitude, it's a great business. It's seasonal, it's feast or famine. Your board's over full in the middle of summer, and then spring and fall, it's empty. So how do you deal with that? And you'll probably have to deal with working personally in 100-degree attics if you buy at that size. Unless you're buying a $6, $7, $8 million business, you're probably going to have to get into attics. You're probably going to have to crawl into those grungy, grimy crawl spaces to work on furnaces. You're troubleshooting electric boards and refrigerant leaks, and you're dealing with angry homeowners whose AC died in the middle of July when it's 100 degrees out. It's not even your fault, and they're mad at you. You need licensed technicians. or you'll have to spend tons of time training technicians to get them licensed and get them ready to go. Good technicians are gold and they know it, so they come at a premium price. All of that's also the reason why HVAC pays so well. It's because very few operators can actually balance all of that. They're juggling the labor, the seasonality, the feast and famine service calls, and all while having kind of some technical knowledge and maybe some marketing knowledge on the back end. Here's where it gets interesting. A typical residential service call is going to be between 300 and 600. More in the summer, less in the off season. So it averages out to be about $300 to $600. But your hard costs, your gross margin, it's going to be your technician, your labor, your parts. So you're looking at maybe 100 to 200. So your service should be producing 50 to 60% gross margins. A small shop with 2 service trucks and a crew that's been subbed out can generate $1.5 million a year in gross revenue with about 35% margins. I've seen it. I've seen it when I went to buy companies. It's 2 brothers and their wives answered the phones and did the books, and the 2 brothers did everything service-wise, and they subbed out all the installations to a third party, and they were able to drive huge amounts of net income to themselves and to their families and create a wonderful lifestyle business. Not scalable, but still something that if you do from a startup perspective can be a great lifestyle for you and your family. But if you want to push and get to that 5-6 truck mark, now you're in the multi-million in revenue territory, and this can become not only life-changing income, but you're also going to be generating huge amounts of enterprise value at that point, where private equity might start to get interested in you once you get past 500, 600, 700, 800 in net. And this makes it really valuable to a lot of people. But here's where a lot of the gurus miss it. The start a business now gurus on TikTok miss it, specifically with HVAC. Licensing can take years, or you have to partner with somebody who already has a license, giving up a piece of the pie before you even start. Good techs, they're scarce and they're expensive. The ones that are really good are expensive, and they never leave where they're at because they're happy making great money. Most technicians that are really good are making 6 figures, are making $120,000, $150,000 a year. They are at my company, and I know many other companies that I work with. Part shortages can be rough, especially with government regulations changing out refrigerants, and those can stall installs and make customers really unhappy with you. And one of the biggest oversights is marketing. If you don't answer the phone fast enough, someone else will. Marketing is king in this industry. The operator who keeps the phone ringing is the operator who wins. Ignore this and your trucks will sit idle while still having to pay them off. So it becomes the opposite. It's a double-edged sword.
It's no secret that my office here in Nashville is almost completely empty. So how do I support my team as well as have great growth metrics? Well, the answer is international contractors with Quick Staffers. So Quick Staffers is a premier staffing agency which will place top-tier talent in your business, built by the trades for the trades. So if you need a CSR, they'll be placing a CSR that is highly trained in your business, that knows Service Titan and can book calls effectively day one, call one. Affordable, reliable, and trained in all of the industry best practices, Quick Staffers can help you cut that overhead, boost conversions, and scale your business fast. So don't waste another lead. Visit quickstaffers.com and transform your business today.
So yeah, HVAC can print cash, but only if you understand the technical side. You have to have some technical knowledge. You have to know how to recruit well. You have to know how to sell your business and yourself to be able to recruit well so that you can get the best technicians into your small shop over the big shops. You need to know how to market well. You need to understand Google and algorithms and Facebook ads and TikTok ads, because all of it compounds at the end to be able to keep that board full and keep those great technicians running. And then you need to be able to manage those people like a pro, all while doing everything in that small business. So should you start an HVAC business in 2026? I mean, if you want to build enterprise value, you want to give yourself a chance at generational wealth, you want to build something essential with high margins and mostly year-round demand, you're not afraid of long days, hot attics, maybe some interesting technicians, and some people in general in the trades, it could work for you. Maybe you're currently working as an HVAC guy and you have your license, or you have the ability to get your license. Yeah, I think that starting a business might be the best option for you. But if not, if you're missing any of these pieces, one of the best things you can do is go out and buy a business. Buy big enough with an SBA 7A that you can utilize wherever your talent lies. You can buy the other pieces of talent. So if you're an amazing marketer for an HVAC company, but you don't really know the technical side, you need to be able to buy big enough so that that business can support the headcount for someone who can do what you can't. And with the SBA 7A loan, you're able to leverage that little money, that 5 to 10% that you have, to be able to get bigger and better than you would prior. Buying a business where the marketing already has calls. It has an HR person who can help you recruit and has a service manager that could help you handle the technical aspects. If you want to go deeper and learn more about HVAC, plumbing, the trades in general, subscribe to this channel. I'm Jack Carr. I own and grow multiple home service businesses, and I help operators like you get into the game and win in the game. I'll see you on the next one.